Two of the most slept on benefits that do not get enough love is what I want to discuss today. When I say veterans can be rich, and not only rich, but build wealth, it's benefit like these that just add to that pile. And this is something that I'm very passionate about. I truly believe veterans need to take advantage of all their benefits and live in that middle, upper, or even high class. At a minimum, veterans should be offered that opportunity, and these two will help you do that. And I'm serious about that. I have used one of these, and I'm actually going to try my hand at the second one just to see what happens. I'm not expecting much due to my situation, but I want to feel it out. And if I can get approved, then that would be amazing. If not, I would at least have put myself through that process, and I can better inform you. The veteran, and that's why all this matters, okay? Inform you, the veteran. Now, be sure to like, subscribe, do all the things because it helps get this into the hands of a veteran who actually needs this information. And what I really want you to do is comment below, and I pretty much see 4 options here. Let me know which one you used. 1, you use your GI Bill. Let me know what you used it for. I use mine for cyber policy. Very nerdy. 2, did you give your GI Bill to your dependents? 3, did you absolutely do nothing with your GI Bill? And that's bad. Or number 4, which is my goal, have you used VR&E? So yes, this one is going to be about the GI Bill and VR&E. I have personally used the GI Bill for my undergrad. I had a ton of college credits for my joint transcript just from the PSYOP Schoolhouse Psychological Operations Schoolhouse alone. And that allowed me to skip about 5 semesters, which is pretty insane. I'm also currently using my GI Bill right this very second. I have an assignment due today, which kind of sucks, for a master's program. My undergrad was in cyber policy. And because my life has been extremely blessed, okay, with my federal position as a GS and this channel, I decided to take a step completely away from the DoD altogether. And I'm now pursuing a master's in youth ministry and family counseling. So a little personal thing about me, I plan to hopefully one day build his kingdom with the blessings that my family has received. Okay, so yes, you can use your GI Bill even for theology or seminary school. But anyways, enough about me. The GI Bill is amazing. And when I did my undergrad, I made downwards of about $44,000, right? Which is not taxable income. I say downwards because after doing the math, I at least made $44,000, but it was likely to be in the low 50s. I like to give myself a buffer when I did that math. And I mean, 44 grand non-taxable income after getting out of the military is critical, especially in that transition period. And I mean, who doesn't love money? Okay. Now there's another benefit. I'm going to share my screen here. And this is, here we go. Boom. This is the Automotive Dealership Institute, right? So college is not for everyone, and I totally get that. In fact, if I did not have the GI Bill, I would have never went to school. Now, luckily, my job, even as a GS employee, does not require a degree. It was all about experience, and my Marine Corps time being psychological operations obviously gave me that experience, right? So I got really, really lucky, really, really blessed with that. But ADI, Automotive Dealership Institute, is another option. And the cool thing about ADI is they also help with job placement. Absolute solid tool here. And there are so many options out there that you just don't know what's available to you. So I'm going to leave this ADI link below in the description and the pinned comment. So check it out if that's something that you want to go for. But here's the website. You definitely want to check that out, okay? Now, VR&E is a bit different, and I will make a video, another one dedicated to this once I myself go through that process. I'm also going to have a friend who I met through this channel who successfully used VR&E for med school. And yes, you heard that right, med school, which is insane, okay? Insane. I'm going to have him on at some point. You guys know I got a lot going on in my personal life that's put me in the hospital for a bit. I'm recording this at the home while I'm taking a day to rest and refit. But at some point, he'll be on. So he got a free ride through med school, which is insane how this benefit really is. Now, it's important to remember that VR&E is an employment benefit and not necessarily an education benefit. Education is required for some employment. That's the link there, the nexus, if you will. I have another friend who I just saw this weekend that was on his GI Bill. for years, right? Almost finished with his undergrad. He never wanted to use VR&E. He is 100% PNT. And I had to convince this dude, and it took months, about 2 years actually, to tell him to apply for VR&E. Okay. And he finally did. He's about 4 semesters from completing his undergrad. He started with nothing. Okay. He finally got approved for VR&E, and it only took him one try. But not only was he approved for VR&E, the VA 100% reinstated his GI Bill. So housing and schooling, which is another testament to how powerful VR&E actually is. And I'm very serious about that, okay? I don't expect for it to be approved myself because of my situation, but it would be cool if it is, all right? Now, my friend will finish his undergrad, and he will have a lot. He will have not a lot, all of his GI Bill to pursue grad school. And this entire time, he's been receiving non-taxable compensation for both disability and education. And yes, he's going to use his GI Bill now for grad school, whether that's a master's or a PhD, which is just insane. Okay. When I say veterans have an opportunity to not only be rich, but build wealth, it's benefits like these that really start to matter. So do not sleep on these benefits. And if you made it to the end, especially on an educational benefit video, please let me know down below in the comments. These education videos generally don't do that well. If you made it to the end, I'm gonna put something about how I made $44,000. Maybe, some people call that clickbait. Hopefully that will entice people to watch and at least learn about the GI Bill, learn about VR&E. And if the GI Bill and VR&E is not an option to you, tell someone else that it is an option for. Share this video with them. I legitimately made $44,000 non-taxable income from BAH and stipends, and that does not include what the GI Bill paid for school. So school is paid for. This is money in my bank account. And just think about it, right? When you left the military, or if you're about to leave the military, could you have used, I'm in Northern Virginia. So my BAH is about 2650 when I was going, I want to say. It's raised since then. I think I used 2500 as a baseline there. But could you use $2,500 a month, non-taxable, to include a stipend each semester of about $1,000, right? So every 3 months, that's 25, 5, 7.5, plus about $1,000 stipend. That's $8.5 grand per semester for going to school. I say that answer is yes every single time, right? But if you made it to the end, let me know. It really helps me make more of these videos because that gratification I see in the comment section of these actually helping someone, it's really fulfilling, right? Doing YouTube is genuinely fulfilling for me. And thank you very much. That's all I got. Hopefully you learned something today.